entrepreneurship is not dead. But I'm not going to candy coat it. It's not like it was in 2020 and early 2021. But I'm going to tell you, online businesses are still thriving, and there's still a huge opportunity for more online business owners to get started. At least the ones that are willing to do what I'm going to share in this video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Trina, and I've been an online business owner since 2016. But more importantly, my online business has increased profits every single year since 2016. And in 2022 alone, we reached over $700,000 in revenue. And I like to be completely transparent about everything that goes on with building a business. It has in no way been easy. There's been no simple formula, simple structure, simple framework to make this successful. And it has not happened overnight like coaches and gurus would like to make you think, that you can just follow their framework and be a millionaire in a month. Like I said, this is my 8th year in business. We now have 3 full-time employees. Like I said, I made over $700,000 in revenue last year alone. And I took about 12 weeks vacation, probably a little bit more. So what is still working for online business owners in 2023 and beyond? And how can online business owners who are struggling or just getting started actually get to consistent 10K months in revenue? I know if you're watching this video, you're probably busting your butt. You feel like you're doing everything. You just don't know what's gonna make your business get to 10K months in revenue, or to keep getting consistent clients, or to keep getting consistent sales, and you're tired. So let me know by typing the word "me" down below in the comments if you are tired and you're not sure what's going to get your business mojo flowing. Now, before I dive into what are the best business models to get consistent 10K months every single month, let's talk about why $10,000 in consistent revenue in your business is a huge milestone to reach. Hitting consistent 10K in revenue every single month means that you're making about $120,000 annually, which is a really good benchmark for a profitable business because it means you have surpassed that 6-figure business mark. Really, at this revenue level, it allows you to have some money to reinvest back into your business, hire some employees, and even start to get some systems in place to scale your business even more, if that's what you want. But what I find when I'm working with my clients inside a 10K on Replay, my group coaching program, it's hard to get to that consistent 10K month. Maybe one month you're making $4,000 in revenue, then maybe one month you're $8,000 in revenue, and then you lose a client and you're back down to 2, which can make it also incredibly hard for you to have a plan to follow in your business, or maybe even have enough money to hire a virtual assistant or a contractor to take some of the work off of you so you can continue to build your business, which adds even more stress on top of you to figure out how to get to 10K months, which leads you to working more, which is this constant overwhelm, stressed out, burned out cycle. The truth is, marketing and the market just isn't what it used to be. In fact, when I went to college, let's not date myself, we didn't even have sufficient email marketing strategies. Social media strategies weren't even a thing. And so when I was in college, as this started to emerge, everything had to change. I learned in college about product placement and how you were going to get ads in movies and where you were going to put your product in stores like grocery stores. And then we moved into Facebook ads, right? And everybody was utilizing Facebook ads. And then that changed. And that's what we need to understand. If you want to continue to grow your business, get consistent 10K months, you have to be able to pivot with what is working currently in the market, your market, and in marketing, because it's not going to always stay the same. And this is one reason why I've been continuing to grow my business and continuing to make more revenue each month, because I'm keeping an eye on what is and isn't working in business and in marketing. And I'm able to pivot when I need to make sure that my revenue continues to grow. If something's not working, it's time to move on and figure out what is working. So when it comes to business models and really how you should build out your business, I've been talking about these in the last couple of videos here on my channel and sharing some of the most popular ones that we are seeing today that are still working, like one-on-one services, courses, and digital products, digital templates, a digital shop, because these are the ones we hear the most about. And I wanted to deep dive into each one of those so you can learn more about each of those business models in these videos. But what this leads to is basically what I'm seeing trending in the market and what I'm seeing my fellow entrepreneurs doing in the market that is working. And is we have got to give people options to work with us or to buy with us. And before I share kind of the best combination for these options, there is one key factor that you really need to understand to make any of this work. You need to know the one person you are speaking to and you are creating these offers for. This isn't just about having your niche. This is truly understanding the person that you love working with, who you want to help, and how you're going to be able to transform their life by working with you or buying from you. If you grabbed your ticket to my virtual conference, 10K Con, that I'm hosting on Wednesday, April 5th, one of the episodes of the private podcast you get immediate access to inside of 10K Con is with Meredith Noble. And she shares the story about how in December one year, her business was in the hole by $20,000. And her business partner knew something had to change or this business was going to be drowning. So over the next couple of months, her and her business owner spent time interviewing, one-on-one interviewing her target audience, really getting into their head, hearing what they are saying, how they are saying it, and where their true struggles were. And in less than 6 months, they were able to turn their business that was negative $20,000 into making consistent 10K months. And within 2 years, they had $1 million business. This honestly goes to show if you truly understand your target audience and all of your marketing and all your offers are created specifically for that one person, it can really transform your business. Now, if you want to listen to that podcast where I spoke to Meredith, get your ticket for 10K Con at trenalittle.com/10K Con. This virtual conference is happening on April 5th, and there are 10 episodes of this private podcast already locked and loaded for you to listen once you grab your ticket with 6- and 7-figure entrepreneurs and how they got their business to consistent 10K months and beyond. This podcast isn't going to be anywhere else, just for 10K Con ticket holders. Now, once you understand this one person that you are truly talking to and all of your marketing and all your offers are developed for that person, you need to break it into different levels of options for them to buy or work with you. The problem is online courses have got a really bad name for themselves over the past couple of years because let's just say a lot of people have put out some pretty crappy courses. People have felt like they've wasted their money on courses because of a lot of bad business coaches teaching bad practices on creating courses. So not everybody is going to be ready and willing to jump into, say, a $500 or $1,000 course. Now, when I started my business back in 2016 and 2017, that was the hot business model. That was what was working. That's how people were getting their first million. But like I said, markets evolve, markets change, and we are changing here in 2023. Now we need to be able to prove ourselves to our customers, to our clients. So if you want to have a course business, it's not completely out of the question. I have a course business and we're making money on it every single day, but you need to strategize it a little bit differently. And the best way to do this is to offer a smaller thing that then leads people up to your course. So having a smaller offer, like a $27 or a $37 offer, for me, that is my product going video. And honestly, I over deliver in this $37 offer because I really want to show you that I mean what I say when I'm going to give you value in my courses. And so with this $37 going video, I start to get people used to my teaching style. I am, showing showing them that I'm not lying when I'm going to give you good stuff. I'm not giving you fluff. And then once they purchase Going Video, we have emails going out to get them prepared and ready to want to buy my $1,000 course, Video Strategy Academy. Because you also need to understand people are going to buy at different rates. Mariah Cause talks about turtle and hares, and I really love that analogy. But you need to understand there are people that are going to want to buy what you have immediately. But that's not going to be everybody. There are people that are going to be slower in deciding what to buy, and they're going to be slower in trusting you. And so by having a smaller offer, like a $37, $47, to really prove that you create great stuff behind your paywall, then they will be more ready to jump up to that next offer. You also need to think about this if you are a service provider as well. So just having one offer at the very top kind of gives people a little bit of a hesitation because they want to get a sense of what it's like to work with you. Will you be the right person? So you could offer something like a VIP day where they get a taste of working with you, and then you have retainer services that are higher end. Maybe you create customized templates at a lower tier, and then you offer, your full done for you service at the top. But we need to have different price points for people to be able to experience what it's like to work with us at different levels. Remember, some people are going to jump right on into that top offer. Other people is going to take a little bit of trusting and a little bit of sampling what it's like to work with you, what kind of results you can really get. Now, on the flip side, it gets a little bit harder to get to consistent 10K months if you just have smaller offers, like smaller digital products, smaller digital templates, because then you run into a traffic game. To get to 10K months, I did an entire video on all the traffic and numbers that you need right here, but you need more people to land on that page to make more sales to get to 10K months. So it is important to have these different offers, these different levels for people to work with you to get you to 10K months, because you need less people to know about your couple $100 offer, and you need even less people to know about your higher level offer to get that conversion rate to get you to consistent 10K months. So the best solution for any of you that are struggling to get to consistent 10K months in your business, or even consistent revenue beyond 10K, is a combination business model. This is why to this day, I still run a YouTube production agency, a one-on-one service. I have an employee and some contractors that help me run it so that I'm not spending all of my time on it, so that I can spend time building my business, but it's still there, generating revenue, consistent revenue for me. I'm also running an education side of my business as well, where I talked about Going Video is my smaller offer, which gets people up to Video Strategy Academy, which is my 997 course all about teaching YouTube strategy for business owners who want to use the most important organic platform there is. And then I also have a coaching program where I get more hands-on with my clients inside the 10K on Replay, where we map out how to utilize YouTube and the evergreen leads you're getting from YouTube into your business model. I wouldn't be able to balance all of these and have the money to support my business if I didn't have all these different options or levels of price points for people to work or buy from me. I know you may be thinking, well, Trena, you're 8 years down the road. How can I get there? Well, I had my agency the very beginning of my business, and it is what kept my core side of my business really running, because there was that consistent revenue that I knew that was coming in, and I made sure that I wasn't maxing myself out with clients, because if I used all of my time on clients, I didn't have time to work on a course or a digital product. So I was the one person in the agency with 2 to 3 clients where I was creating their YouTube strategies, editing their videos, doing all the work. But then when I got done with their work, working on different ways to bring that passive income to continue to get me to 10K months and beyond without it being so labor and time intensive. In fact, in my 10K Con private podcast, there are 2 specific interviews where I I interviewed Tanner Bell and Ashlyn Carter of Ashlyn Wrights about the importance of having an agency in their business, especially having a combination of an agency and these digital products and offerings to be able to scale your business at the very beginning. And understanding that this combination business model is the best way to start scaling your business without this feast and famine mode, where maybe 1 month you have $2,000 in revenue, the next month is 10, the next month is 1, the next month is 8. I'm going to be sharing the tactics and the steps to creating a combination business model during my one-day virtual conference, 10K Con. This isn't fluff content. This is actionable content that you will be able to implement as soon as we are done for the day on April 5th. And implementing what I'm going to teach you at 10K Con on April 5th, I promise you'll be able to start to see results within a few weeks. Yes, weeks, because I'm not going to lie. Building a business takes a lot of hard work. When you get your ticket to 10K Con, you're also going to get access to a bonus day that we are hosting on Thursday, April 6th. This is where I'm going to walk through an implementation map just for you. So if you aren't sure what to focus on after a full day of sessions at 10K Con, or you're not sure what should be the first thing that you should work on, we're gonna map it all out for you during this bonus day on April 6th. Plus, you'll be able to ask me your specific questions about the plan that you are building during this bonus day as well. You are not going to wanna miss this one-day event. Go to TrenaLittle.com/10K Con to get your ticket now. And remember, you instantly unlock that private podcast. And while you wait for April 5th, make sure you watch this video that is on your screen right now, where I share with you the importance of understanding your business model and the numbers that will affect whether you get to 10K months faster or not. Check it out.